Hello everyone, this is Jennifer. Welcome to my channel, Jen's Gems and Vintage Finds. Thank you for coming in to see my second haul video. For those who did come to my first live sale, it was very eventful. We actually had a little storm that knocked out video during our first showing. So hopefully when our second live sale, which will be happening this Friday, August 11th at 5 p.m. Central Time, will go a lot smoother. For those of you who don't know me, maybe a lot of you don't know me, but needless to say, I am a graduate gemologist. I graduated from the Gemological Institute of America in 1994. I have a passion for jewelry, and I do this part-time reselling on YouTube. I do have a full-time job working in a hospital. I love being around others and sharing my knowledge with others, and hopefully I can share some of that knowledge and love with all of you, and hopefully you'll find something here on my channel that interests you. I'm always open for suggestions or recommendations or things that I don't have. I always try to be looking for things on when I'm out sourcing, and I usually go to sourcing any place from antique malls to flea markets to thrift stores. Anything that I can have that's unusual, different, and at the end of the day, finding some really good deals for all of you that I can share with. With that I'm going to get started. I'm going to start with some earrings today. The first pair of earrings I have are sterling silver. They are chatoyant glass earrings from Mexico. They are not Taxco, but they're really cool. Have a grayish chatoyancy glass. Very cool. I also have this other pair of screwback earrings that have almost look like when you turn it to the side and this way. See, it has like a three-dimensional appearance to it. They are screwbacks. And then they are marked with the trademark H on them, so they don't have any signs that they were made in Mexico, Norway, Denmark, Sweden, but they are handmade, I can tell you that, and they are testing sterling. Really neat earrings. I'll hold them up to my ear so you guys can see. Sorry I got my other earrings on, but there you go. On that note, on that vibe, I also do have a pair of genuine Taxco earrings. These are made in Mexico, and they have a nice wave accordion pattern to them. They have the French wires, and they also give me a feeling when you're wearing them, almost like you're wearing ribbons of water. That's what I would explain they are, but really cool. So those are really neat. I'll hold them up so you guys can see. Okay. And next I have, for all of you costume lovers who love the bling, I have a pair of rhinestone chandelier earrings, pierced, all finished on the back. Lovely, they move. All you need is a little black dress and these. You're out dancing, you'd be all set to go. I do have also, on this particular pair of earrings, when I go out sourcing, I do find a lot of art glass. And this is one of the pieces I found that has some art glass I found. So in this you'll see the pink beads at the bottom have like white swirl with them, and you'll see the bubbles. And whoever crafted these put them with genuine freshwater pearls and genuine amethyst. Very, very pretty. All right. And for those of you who ask whether or not I have gold or precious metals, I do. I'm going to show you a few pieces I have that I didn't show in my first sale, but I do come across it. First pair of earrings I have. Sorry, I'm trying to get the light there. Very beautiful. Let me get this close. Hand engraved 14 karat gold pear-shaped earrings. I love at all the detail on here. They are for pierced ears. They have the backs. So I have those. And on that front, as far as showing you what other pieces I have in gold, I have a pair of 14 karat dangle textured earrings. They're really neat. They're really nice. Lightweight, not heavy. They don't have any earring backs, but I'm going to include the little silicone holders that I got there for you. I have that. I did come across a couple of Black Hills gold earrings in sterling silver. I'm going to try to hold these up together so you guys can see what both pairs I have. Those of you who are not familiar with Black Hills gold, usually comes from South Dakota, and they have the colored gold in there. In this case, we have the rose gold and the yellow gold on sterling silver patterns, and these particular both have a grape theme swirl pattern. Both of them have sterling silver backs, so I have those as well. I have a wonderful chain. I scored this on one of my trips out lately. 14 karat gold rope chain, barrel clasp, the safety. Let's put it on the neck so you guys can see it. I believe it weighs over 11 grams. Wonderful. Just very sturdy chain. Put any pendant on there, even unisex. I believe I can wear it for a man too. All right, and I also came across, I'm gonna just hold this up. Let me just give you a one size shot here. It's a herringbone 14 karat gold chain, and it has genuine Akoya pearls on it. These are actually Akoya pearls, not freshwater, Akoya pearls. And people ask me all the time, what's the difference, Jenny? Akoya pearls, so you only from maybe known would be grown Mikimoto, or you're made famous by Mikimoto. I just doubled it up on this bust so you guys can see it. Let me pull this over so you guys can see. Salt water, grown in salt water, not fresh water. And whoever constructed this put it, interestingly, with a herringbone chain. Very pretty. All right. Okay, so that's what I have for the gold that I wanted to show for the show. In the future, I know I have some other vintage watches. I know that a lot of people don't get into watches, but I'll have that for a future show. All right, so I have some bracelets to show you all today. So the first one I have is a cuff. It's what I liked about it. I have really large wrists. I think I have about a 7.5 wrist, but when you buy cuffs, half the time you can't put cuffs on with these wide cuffs because it doesn't fit over your wrist. But I liked about this mother of pearl, both the white and part of the shell. I call it the shell with that. On that same note, I have a designer signed Jess David PH bracelet with inlaid mother of pearl, but this one has more of a darker theme to it, some almost like a bluish gray tint to it. This one I could get on my wrist. Really cool. Found a freshwater pearl stretchy bracelet. Up here. There you go. Sorry about my thumbs, y'all. I was testing some gold today. So you might see some orange and yellow on my thumbs. It does have some crystals in the bead spacers there, which is really pretty. For those of you, this may look wonderful with those rhinestone earrings I had on earlier. Here with my other bracelet. Rhinestone bracelet, cuff, flexible. Of course, it's a little small for me, but I'm gonna hold it up. You guys can see it. Ready. I have an amber stretchy bracelet, just very simple with hearts. And then I also found another amber bracelet, and I believe that I found this one. I have to. I think they're sodalite. I believe that's when I tested them as my notes. Big piece of chunky amber here. Has a 925 vermeil clasp. And then I also have some art glass. So from my first sale, I had a lot of people asking me for art glass, wedding cake beads, things like that. I don't have any wedding cake beads, but these fall into the category of some art glass. So I'm going to show you these and maybe something you guys might be looking for. The first piece I have is a bracelet. And this is a fused glass macaroni shaped linked, which I kind of thought was unusual. And then the Aurora Borealis spacers. I also have, actually let's start this one first, a true vintage Millefiori sterling silver bracelet. Okay, and then I found this watch out in the wild as well. It's a Geneva. Yeah, Geneva. Okay, here we go. Geneva quartz. It's running. I put a new battery in it before I got it for this haul. So I'll show you all. And then, but look at these. What they did is they took these art glass beads and they used it for the links to the watch. Really unusual. Okay, so those for the bracelets and things I had for the show for that. Now I'm going to move on to necklaces. Really quickly, I'll go through these. The top piece you are seeing up here is a Frank Lloyd Wright Foundation commemorative piece. It was made for the Museum of Modern Art, and it has different colored enamel on here. Some olive greens, yellows, rust colored tones, textures. The designer of this pendant is her name was Lori McLean, and this is actually stamped with her name at the bottom of it. Right down here. It also is a brooch. Has two little openings to put the chain through, which I'm also including with this purchase. I put it right now, it's on a box chain. I have that. The next piece I have on this bust is really, really, truly a special piece. This is a Navajo made crazy lace agate pendant that is surrounded by genuine citrine. Well, it's unique because the citrines aren't cut. They actually are the natural crystal, and whoever made this put them individual bezels with the around the border. And then if you look closely, it's not chipped. What you're seeing there is a natural druzy of the agate. But there we go. It has like no lay finish. You don't find crazy lace agate very much in Native American jewelry. But it is stamped sterling in cursive letters. You'll see it on the back. It doesn't have the designer's name on it, but it is in cursive. And it says stamped sterling. And I matched it with this lovely black onyx and sterling bead necklace. Lobster claw clasp, all sterling silver. That's really beautiful. All right, the next thing I have is liquid silver. For all of you, those who are familiar with Native American jewelry, I'm sure you are aware what liquid silver is. This happens to be a 5-strand liquid silver necklace, and at the bottom of it, it's paired with this natural agate pendant, brutalist style, and it has oranges and reds and greens, and very, very pretty. And if you've ever seen how they make liquid silver, very, very intricate way of making jewelry. They literally hand make each of the beads. They put them in this pan that spins like almost like a wheel, and then they string it on the wire to go on these pieces. It's just incredible. I don't know how they can have any eyesight at the end of the day. I know I wouldn't have any. All right, lastly, on this bust, I have a fun Chico's pendant, and on here you will see these grayish black and I'd say yellowish beads, and these are actually banded calcite on these pieces here. The other things that you're seeing on here are just acrylic beads, and then the clear glass beads are glass. It does have an extender at the top, and it is marked Chico's. And what I like about Chico's, I think Chico's is going to be the next probably collective piece of jewelry, in my opinion. Probably, if it is. I know a lot of people are looking for it right now, but especially in the next years to come, it's going to be something that people are going to be collecting very much so. So I would keep an eye out for Chico's. All right. Next couple pieces I have are amethyst pieces. So first one I have up here is just a silver plated chain, but I have the Tree of Life. It's really cute. It has a nice big thick heart of amethyst on there. And look at how nice and thick that is. It's a nice big piece of amethyst. There you go. I know I gotta get it to hold in picture. All right. And then this lovely beauty is a multi-strand amethyst necklace. Not sterling. That's the only thing I wish. If it was sterling, I think this would be a home run. But even now, it's costume, but still looks wonderful on. Don't get me wrong. I think that's sterling. You don't have to have fancy metals all the time, precious metals, to make a piece of jewelry. It's all about design and how you can wear it. It has the butterflies right here on top. I'll take it off the bust. Has a hook clasp. So very, very pretty. All right. Give me that. And then I'm going to pull one last bust down, a couple more things. I'm going to start with the one on the bottom. This is Chico's as well. This is just acrylic beads. It's marked Chico's. Has some wood at the top. Lobster claw clasp. Another fun piece. I also have this. I call this amber simulant. This is not true amber, but I loved it for the color. It does glow. I will tell you, it glows. I did loop everything, but it's not amber. And they are getting, some manufacturers get very good with their replicas of gemstones. But I loved it because the plating was thick. It's not sterling, but it's nicely made. And who would know the difference? And lastly, I thought this was really cute piece. I'm gonna try to get this closer for you guys to see. I'm gonna show it up close first. Let me get me out of the screen a little bit. Cute collar pendant. And what you'll see on there, on top you'll see the elephant. You have the zebra, but look, they're three-dimensional. And then you have the leopard. But what made this piece, I thought, very unique. You flip it around, look what's on the back. Spoon. It's a vintage spoon. It's closed. Or to closer. There we go. And the spoon, I actually have it written down so when I put all this information down. The patent date on the spoon is March 13th of 1923. So technically this is an antique that's on this pendant. Very cool. Even though they took modern with old and they put it together. And I'm going to include the choker because that's how I found it, just like this. So that's it, y'all. Again, thank you for coming to my preview today. Please don't hesitate to ask any questions. Again, my email is jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. Again, please pre-register for our show. That would make things a lot easier for us. We would need your name, your YouTube name, your mailing address, your phone number. And at this point, we are just shipping within the continental United States, and we only accept PayPal at this time. And again, my next show will be this Friday, August 11th at 5 p.m. Central Time. We'll put a reminder up on Facebook, or excuse me, not on YouTube, so we have that. Again, if you have any questions ahead of time or you want any more information on anything I have here, please reach out to me. And thank you for coming in. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up for us. Thank you. Have a good day.